What's your just best audition moment and worst audition moment?
The best audition for me was Wolverine. I went for Logan, and I went for the little girl, and I watched it. She was incredible. But you know, I went for it. It meant so much to me. I was filming Stranger Things, and I was like, "This is gonna be amazing. Like, I'm gonna really prepare." And I like sat in my room, reading the lines, and honestly, for me, I felt an actor like in the audition room hitting Hugh Jackman and you know, James Mangold sitting right in front of me. I was like, oh my goodness, you know, it was one of the best auditions. And the worst audition was I went for a Barbie commercial. It was hard. It was like, you know, I had to jump up and down. They gave me this like, I don't even know what it was. It was just this thing I had to hold and like stand up and pretend to play with this other girl. I mean, it was
awkward.
It was very awkward. And they're like, what's your name? And they're, here's my resume. And I went into an audition fluent in American. I would never go in English because sometimes I thought, oh, would it throw people off of, you know, of hiring me?
Right.
So I just go, hi, I'm Millie. You know, I'm 9 years old. I've been acting for about 1 year. You know, I'm so perfect. You should totally hire me. You know, so like.
But that's smart.
Yeah.
You know your audience when you walk into an audition.
I mean, and like I'd always revise and like, what movies did they, you know, direct or write? You know, so. What about you? What was your worst and best audition?
Oh man, very, very similar. You know what's funny? Sometimes my best auditions, I don't get the part.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I know.
You do all this work and you just go, man, but it's nice to leave and go, there's nothing more I could have done.
No.
I gave the best audition and it's out of my hands at this point.
Yeah.
So probably, oh man, oh God. But it's so embarrassing because now I have to say like what I didn't get. I went in. I auditioned for Janis Joplin, and I have been listening to her my entire life and so obsessed. And was just waiting my whole life to do this audition, and prepared. And I studied her voice, and I memorized a 3-page monologue.
No.
And like I had to like sing a song, not one of her songs, but like in the style of her.
Right.
And I went in. I crushed this audition. I crushed it. But I felt really good about it, and I didn't get it, but I left going, well, you know what? At least I got to play Janis Joplin for 1 day.
Yeah.
And someone saw it, and I feel like I did a good job.
Exactly.
And
but then you realize,
like feeling good about this. Yeah.
You realize that like that director will call you in. You know, you want to make a good impression not only on the movie or the TV show, but the director itself, because sometimes I went in for James Mangold, but you know, like I want him. He's always going to remember me, maybe in a bad way or a good way, but he's going to remember me, and maybe one day bring me back in. Like you know, for a different movie, you always. That's like that is a cycle of acting.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's never over.
No, never over.
Never over.
Yeah.
I think my worst audition. Yeah, this is when I was a kid. I must have been maybe 7 or 8, and it was for a Toys R Us commercial.
Oh wow!
Why all the worst auditions are commercial auditions with the toys? Yeah. But I had to go in and I had to tap dance.
Oh.
And I don't dance.
Me neither.
But I went in and I crimped my hair and I got in a leotard and I was told, well, they're going to teach you a dance and then you do it. And I went, okay, I can do that. And I walked in there and all these kids got up and they were like professional dancers.
Oh, no.
They all had routines. And I realized, oh my God, I'm supposed to have a routine. And I did not. And I walked up like in front of this room of children and just went, I don't have a dance. And they went,
oh my goodness.
Okay, we'll just shuffle a little bit or do this.
Yeah.
And I kind of like badly shuffled.
Oh wow.
And did a little thing. And then ran out and just like started crying. It was just one of the most mortifying moments
that's what you
of
do.
my life.
That's what you do. Like
Yeah.
you'll go through anything to just be in the audition room and like show what you've got, you know what I mean? That's what you do. It's like the embarrassment is always going to be there sometimes, but you remember why you walked in there, you know? So it's really important.